All right. We've got U.S.-China trade talks, which are continuing today, Jim.
Trying to find out.
Yeah, exactly. We got to see what's going to happen there. I'm curious to know what you think about that.
Well, you know what? I think that the big issue is Navarro. Navarro came out and said, listen, if the Chinese don't stop fentanyl, there's nothing here. So that 5 days later, they stopped fentanyl, talked about making it a very bad crime to send it. That was a signal that that the Chinese were willing to appease even the hardliners. More chance of a deal. But remember, the big sticking point is the president does not want to remove the tariffs. And I don't know if they can check off on that. That's the big worry. But they do see momentum in the Chinese economy. All we have to do is look at the Chinese stock market, and that's what's driving the idea that let's not kill the momentum. Maybe we have to give in, do some longer-term things.
I got to ask you about that in the market question, but we also want to mention that we're going to be talking about Boeing, which has new headlines, and Tesla, which missed the deliverables. Ugh. Okay, so let's start with the markets.
Yeah.
Now, you just mentioned Navarro, you mentioned the Chinese trade talks. I'm wondering, in the markets today, what's one thing that you're watching?
Well, I've got to tell you, I am watching Boeing, and we'll talk about that, but Boeing is very much of if the trade talks are going to go to fruition, what can the Chinese buy? They can't buy crops because much of our crops were destroyed by flooding. They can't buy cars because they already have our cars in there. They just cut the VAT tax for Apple, so they can't do that. So what they would do is they say, listen, we'll buy 300 Boeing planes. Remember, Boeing makes a lot of different planes. Presumably, by the time they get those orders, Boeing would have fixed the planes. I think 3 months from now, maybe 6, because they would spend some time. You'll be flying the Max, and you wouldn't even ask. Okay, so China's going to order planes, and that's why Boeing's going higher.
Thank you for answering a question I hadn't even asked yet. All right,
on to the next then.
Yeah, let's talk about Boeing a little bit more in depth, because one thing that I want to point out is that the pilots performed everything that they could. And Boeing's up, and you say that's because China's going to buy it.
I think that what's going to happen, Boeing's up, is because they could be big orders and because they are going to fix this. And you were going to end up thinking, well, you know what? It was fixed. I mean, Boeing had horrible problems with the Dreamliner. Obviously, crashes are very, very bad. But I think that they're going to fix it. And what my friend Phil LeBeau talked about is you have to watch the orders that from Spirit. Spirit will tell you whether the orders are made or not, because it's about orders. Boeing trades on orders, and if the orders don't decline, then you know that Boeing's going to be in great shape.
We did a Twitter poll on the street, and I'm wondering. So we asked people if they still stick with Boeing, if they still believe in the company, and I don't know. What do you think? You still trust them? Well, we still have it going, so I can tell you at the end. Right now, it looks like people are still 50-50.
Yeah, see, 50-50 means buy Boeing.
All right, so let's talk Tesla. Now, Tesla is our real money stock of the day, and for those of you who don't know, Real Money is our sister site where people like Jim and Talene Meisler and all these other...
Thank you for mentioning that, because, I write these articles, and I think people say, well, where are these articles? They're in Real Money. They've been in Real Money since 1999, but, we don't have the visibility at the street. We're not a big site. So that's, now you know where they are.
Exactly, and you can find so many investing tips from
experts.
Thank you for
saying that. But my piece today was really about how one of the arguments that Musk has been using to say that he should not be held in violation of the consent decree by his own company after paying $40 million in fines. Well, he's saying one is that there was nothing new. Well, it looks like that when he's saying there's 500,000 run rate, that is very new. Second, he's saying, because obviously the run rate's going to be much lower as of this morning. Second, he was saying not material, complete material. Look how much Tesla is down 9% on these orders. And then the third thing he says was the First Amendment. In the settlement decree approved by Judge Nathan, the First Amendment was waived. The company waived it. So I don't know whether he has a leg to stand on.
So Real Money is the stock of the day.
So there'll be a bunch of articles about it.
Not Real Money.
No,
Tesla's the Real Money stock of the day.
Right.
So there will be, as he just said, a bunch of articles on it.
Right.
Now,
I already posted one.
Yeah, your column this morning. Now, I want to...
I posted, Kevin's doing some stuff.
Kevin Curran, our Real Money reporter, already has an article up. Now, I want to take a step back because I think that there's an investing education question here. And now, you said before that Tesla is a cult stock.
Yes.
What are 3 key indicators for any investor that they're investing in a cult stock?
Okay, I mean, this is about Lyft, too. I'm glad you asked. 1, they don't have any earnings. They just have revenues, okay? 2, they have accelerating revenue growth, which is something that the growth guys really, really love. And 3, that the product is considered to be best in class. So, therefore, they say that it's going to be able to expand and grow into the market cap and grow into the multiple. Those are what the signs are for cult. That's what Amazon had. good. That's what Tesla has. Amazon only went from cold stock to earning stock. But that's what you want to watch for. I'm glad you asked that. That's a great question.
All right, Jim, thank you so much for joining us. Now, of course, we got to go and switch over to our Action Alerts Plus video. But so if you're watching us on thestreet.com or on Facebook Live, come on over to Action Alerts Plus. We're going to be talking about Dizzy and other holdings in your portfolio.
And also, don't forget, we do have a club call, which is the most popular thing we do at thestreet.com. And that's going to be next Friday, 11:30. And thousands go on that. Again, we're a small site. I know people aren't focused on us, but they're watching this video. If you're watching, please, I'd love to have you on by joining the club.
All right, and I also want to mention that it's not too late because this weekend is our big retirement event.
All right.
And yeah, exactly. You don't want to miss it. So you can go ahead and get your tickets at www.thestreet.com/retire. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.